Video obtained by First Alert 4 Investigate shows the moments two former St. Louis cops walked away from a man they'd found in Forest Park. He was shot in the head, but still alive. The officers never tried to help, call for backup, or make sure that other people were safe. Complaints filed against them by the Attorney General's office, calling what they did an act of vileness and depravity. It's a case that we first told you back in November. Now, our chief investigative reporter, Lauren Traeger, is showing us the video tonight that's never been seen publicly, and we do want to warn you, some of what you may see and hear may be disturbing.
Five seconds is the time it takes for two officers to find what they've been called to look for.
Damn, he right there. There's somebody right there. Swear to God. No, he ain't dead. He alive.
September 10th, 2023, still sunny in Forest Park at 6:20 p.m. A man lying on the ground, shot, but still breathing.
He shoot himself in the head? I don't know.
That's now former SLMPD officer Austin Frazier. He is not wearing a camera. It's his partner, Ty Warren's, that is rolling. Together, they make a decision.
We better take this motherfucker down.
We ain't taking this shit. I ain't taking 30 minutes. Let's cruise around and come back.
A minute and 10 seconds on scene, changing lives forever. Laughing as they walk away from a person and the public who needed them to protect and serve.
It's disgusting. It's really disgusting.
Former St. Louis County Chief Tim Fitch, now a police consultant, had been appalled when we'd first shown him disciplinary complaint documents filed by Missouri's Attorney General, which accuse Warren and Frazier of what the state calls a, quote, reckless disregard for the safety of the public and another person. And now we've shown Fitch the officer's body camera videos obtained through a public records request.
Certainly, it's even more disturbing just watching the video.
St. Louis police had been called to Forest Park after a call from a person who said they were going to take their own life. Later learning it was 29-year-old Urayuan Rodriguez Rivera. Disciplinary complaint documents say Frazier and Warren arrived on scene and located the man lying under a tree, shot in the head. Neither attempted to render any assistance, neither requested medical assistance, and neither, complaint documents say, attempted to locate a firearm.
Let's cruise around and come back.
Instead, they simply leave, and Warren turns off his camera. But about 10 minutes later, they come back to Forest Park and pretend they hadn't already been there.
522 priority.
Go ahead.
Have EMS respond for one subject, not conscious but breathing, barely.
A third responding officer immediately calls in the scene.
Yeah, he's snoring.
Assessing the wounds. The man's breathing, so agonizing, it's like a gasping for air.
Where's the gun at?
That third officer immediately notices something isn't right.
You got a gun?
Can't see one.
As others arrive, they know to secure the perimeter.
Hey, start it way up there and do the whole thing.
Throughout several officers' body camera videos, you see them putting up yellow crime scene tape.
Priority with privacy curtains. We're in a very exposed area of Forest Park.
Calling to block the victim from view in the busy park and keep others away.
Got a pulse still?
They follow protocol
He's breathing. He got a pulse.
and attempt to help,
Super weak, but I feel it.
even when they know it's bad.
There's not much we can do. Shoot.
Yeah, we're going.
He still got a pulse.
So those officers did their jobs, and they do their jobs well.
Guy down there by the tree, see that gunshot wound through and through. Labored breathing.
EMS officials take Urayuan to the hospital, but he does not survive.
You've got to wonder if they would have done something right then and there, could he have survived? Certainly when you turn your back and walk away, the chances of that person surviving is going down dramatically by the second.
To you, is it just so wrong on its face?
Yes, absolutely. That's not how most officers would respond to a call like that.
In fact, Fitch says he can think of only one thing.
I think it's just pure laziness is what it was.
On video this time, Warren and Frazier walk away again, leaving their fellow officers to handle it now.
You know, it's up. Warren and Frazier just left.
Why?
I don't know.
Nearly every officer acknowledges the obvious. How is it a suicide with no gun?
ETU is here, so he probably already has the gun.
Nope, no gun. Gun's gone.
What do you mean gun's gone?
The gun is gone. So he shot himself, somebody came over and took his shit.
I mean...
Wouldn't shock me. Could be somebody dumped him. You never know. I mean, there's St. Louis.
Unless somebody picked it up and chucked it somewhere.
Ultimately, the case was ruled a suicide. Urayuan had a history of suicidal ideations and had left notes of intent. Still, Fitch says it's very concerning that to this day, no one knows where that gun is, possibly left unsecured by Frazier and Warren.
That's something that they should have done and they didn't do.
Did they endanger the safety of other people?
Quite possibly, by not securing that firearm, and they certainly could have endangered the life of the individual.
St. Louis police declined to provide an interview for this story, saying they cannot comment on specific personnel matters, but writing that, quote, appropriate disciplinary action will be taken if an officer is found to have violated policies. Urayuan's mother lives in Puerto Rico. She cannot believe what our reports have been revealing, telling us in a text message it was a, quote, lack of humanity, saying more, quote, I hope the full weight of the law falls on these so-called police officers. The state has sought to discipline their peace officer licenses, and Fitch says a lawsuit is possible, but criminal charges, he says, are very unlikely.
They just didn't act at all, which is certainly shameful, but criminal, probably not.
No, he ain't dead. He alive.
It is the body camera video, which we should appreciate, Fitch says. The video that told the whole story. Video that's there to protect the officers and also the public.
A supervisor reviewing the body camera video was the one that discovered that it wasn't handled properly and did initiate an investigation. And that's the way it's supposed to work.
We ain't taking this
That video telling us what truly happened.
Let's cruise around and come back.
Capturing what otherwise was concealed, the inactions of two officers.
Now, regarding that missing gun, police tell us their investigation into the stolen firearm remains ongoing, and they are actively monitoring their database to see if it is being used in any crimes. To date, there have been no hits to that database. The police officers, we're told, have left the department not long after this incident last year. They have not responded to our inquiries to talk to them. Warren has already lost his Missouri peace officer's license. Frazier has a hearing regarding his license tomorrow morning. We will certainly keep tracking that. I'm Lauren Traeger. First Alert 4 investigates.